Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Long time no see. Sorry I've been missing in action. Real life got in the way for a couple days and I needed to take time to varnish or resin or clean up all the art that I did in New York, which was like 20 pieces. So that's what I've been doing. So I haven't been doing art painting. I've been painting walls and closets and all that kind of nonsense. Before I get started, let me show you the results from the last couple of pours. First up, this is, I'm gonna forget all my Southwest names now. This is Sedona. Is this Sedona? Yes, this is Sedona. This is the one where I was having problems with my pouring medium recipe and the paint I felt was disintegrating. The whole mix didn't feel right to me. And we did the pour and the colors are amazing, which saves the painting. But I wanted to show you, it's already been, has a coat of mini wax polyacrylic on it already. I wanted to show you what it did. It's like a hot mess, yet still somehow pretty. So it's the prettiest fail I think I've ever had. I wanted to show you like what the paint did up close there. See, besides like minor cracks, see how it disintegrated where you can see the colors underneath? It did that literally everywhere, and it shows the paint underneath, like the next layer underneath. But somehow, miraculously, it added to the painting, I guess because of the color scheme. So it looks very organic. It's still not one of my favorites, but I do think it would look amazing in a house with Southwest decor. So, somebody in Texas or Arizona or New Mexico or Nevada or, Oklahoma, one of those Southwest states, if you have a home like that, I think it would be gorgeous. So that's that guy, all finished on the back, ready to go. And then the next one is Winslow. He's just about dry now. Similar painting things. The difference is I used gold instead of the raw sienna in this one, so the effect isn't quite as nice. So lesson learned for me. He does have some amazing cells though, and it didn't disintegrate the way the Santa Fe picture did. So there's that guy. He's not ready. He still has tape on the back. And then I've been doing things like resining and cleaning up my wood blocks. So a lot of work into things like this. This is a little guy I did back in New York City, ready to hang. And then what I do is resin the top, and then I stain this. I sand and stain the sides. This one's in natural, and then put on my D-rings and wire. So that's what it looks like, resined and ready to go when I tape my sides. And then what else can I show you? What it looks like when the resin leaks through the tape on this guy. Can you see like the little stains there? That's just sandpaper. So if you do this, you can just take sandpaper, then I put the little muscle into it, and then I use a coarser sandpaper here and then a really fine one to make it really smooth. And I haven't decided on what kind of stain or to leave this one natural. I might leave it natural. So just another one. And then if you do stain it, I just buy the little mini wax, the little wood finishes, something like this. This is natural that you throw on the sides. Or you can go darker. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Oh, it's stuck. Hold on. 1 second. I'm stuck. Oh no, my box is stuck to the paint. Oh, well that's okay because I didn't like this painting anyway. But like I had a little sample painting here of this guy, and then this is what the dark stain looks like on this, which I don't think I like. It was too dark, so that was just a good experiment. I might pour over this one anyway. So enough of that. Let me show you what I'm working on today. I hope you went out and voted too. If you're in the US, go vote. I got my favorite winter, it looks messy what I got to see. I got sandpaper dust all over it. If you're in the US, go vote. You'll see the sweater all winter long. It's my winter cozy painting sweater, and it's black and it hides the paint really well. So, 5 minutes already. Gosh, I talk too much. Today we have, let me move this back, and then I'll scoot everything up in a second. Let me go over here a little bit. A couple of you wrote to me and said, where are you? Thank you. I'm around. Sorry for the delay. I still haven't picked a time for the live pour yet, but that'll be coming up. So today is sort of an experiment on getting some drama using blues and silvers, much like I did with the gold and the red colors in those twin towers I did, and I showed you I think in the last video. I'm going for the same kind of thing like this. I want the same kind of drama. That is just basically going to be an experiment in layering the colors to get what I want. So what I have first off is some natural gray, the golden, and I had to break him out because the silver over here, the Liquitex Basics, always gives me fits. It's always lumpy and you always have to stir the hell out of it, and it's very annoying, but it's the color I want for this painting. Anyway, next up is my Stanley 341. My packets, this is regular turquoise. Turn these off. And the next cup, so silver, the turquoise. Next up is ivory black, Artist Loft. Do that better. After that is a couple of heavy body Liquitex. First is turquoise deep. And then I realized I needed a dramatic blue to go with the silver, so I have my Indian Thread blue. And then I already talked about my silver, the Liquitex Basics. And then the one color I wasn't sure I wanted to use, so I don't have as much of it, is the Liquitex Body. This is the Cobalt Turquoise. So I have turquoise deep, turquoise, and cobalt turquoise today, with some black and Indian Thread blue and silvers. And I think the silvers are interesting. So the natural gray from golden is a warm tone of gray here, and it's interesting to put it next to the silver. Even though it's metallic silver, it's a cool tone. So two different shades, but I think I wanted the dazzle of the silver, but I'll throw some of this in too. I've already ordered them. As usual, I got a cup of tea white and my spot on treadmill silicone. Then I'm going to put a drop or two in each color, except for the white. And my pouring medium recipe today is, I take one of these quart containers. I love these. You get them at Home Depot, you know, they're like $1. And I did 8 ounces of water, and I always put my water in first because it makes it easier to stir because the glue is much heavier. And then I did 12 ounces of glue, and then another 4 ounces of, what did I use today? I killed off my Liquitex pouring medium. Mix well, and you'll see, so that made 2 cups, and I still have left over almost 8 ounces that I will put into my little container and use elsewhere. Today's canvas is another one I got at AC Moore. I'm going to move these off for a second so I can show you the canvas. It's a 12 by 24. It is gallery wrapped, but these are ones I think I talked about before. They're rather rough, like the linen isn't the top quality. I've taped the back. It does have the stable bar in the back, and it has the little slats to put your little shivs in to keep the canvas taut. I don't like how when they wrap these, it leaves a bump on all four corners. It's better than the last one I had, but like there, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see the little like triangle when they wrap that. I really don't like that either. I'm gonna let my paint run over, so hopefully it'll be hidden. And I finally broke down and bought some dowels from Home Depot because I sliced open my finger removing a tack, and the tacks always break and I'm always pulling out the pin, and I got sick of it, so I finally got some wood where I don't have to worry about tacking my canvas. All right, talk, 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 talk. Let's pour, pour, pour. Let's do smaller cups today. So I'm gonna do, this one, make sure the water's out of it. We'll do 4 smaller cups. 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's rock and roll. Let's start with, we'll just start with the white. I haven't used white lately, so we'll give it a go. These are basically the colors I want for my big painting that I keep threatening to show you guys and never do. It's coming. These are the colors, excuse me, I want for my living room. So when I do that big guy, it'll be for me. And so I know I want these colors. Now I just want to pay attention to the order of them, because the order will definitely give you different results. So this is my practice painting. And I thought I would film it, that way I can refer back to it instead of writing it down. Let me give these a quick stir. You guys see that? Barely, but you can. All right, I'm gonna start off with the gray. 1, 2, do I need 5? Should I do a 5th? Let me do a 5th. I do have a bunch of these, of those 6x6 blocks that if I have an extra cup I can pour on. So let me throw some white in that 5th one. I'm kind of sore all over. All the hardware showed up for our new closets. And then, like, I live in, my townhouse is fairly small. I call it my little cottage. We love it, but when they brought in all this material, it literally took up our entire living room. And then the guy showed up to install it and didn't remove anything. So all the closet parts from our old closets, all the packing material, like our house was just trashed. So, and then we realized he patched up the closets, but they needed painting. So I spent the last couple days painting the insides of closets, which is, it's so hard in like tight spaces. My walk-in closet really, it's not a walk-in, it's a step-in. So I had paint, I think, in my ear. I had paint in my hair. I ended up putting on a baseball cap and I had paint in that. It's just really hard to try to use a roller in tight spaces. So that's what I've been doing. Took my daughter to the voting place today. Gave her a civics lesson. Hope it rubs off. on the importance of voting. And then she said, I just want to be a contributor. And I'm like, what does that mean? And I said, you want to donate money to your favorite politician? And she's like, no, I want to give a speech. I'm like, oh, okay. You can do that in another 6 years. It was cute. A couple of you have written about how to do the flip and drag, and I'll talk about that when I go to actually do it. Let me switch these two. I'm gonna put in a lot of silver. I didn't come up with it. I think the first person who came up with it was Sylvie Escalante. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering her last name. She's been pouring for a couple years, and I saw her do it on Instagram a couple years ago, and thought, huh, that's an interesting way instead of just dumping the cup over. And when I was making a lot of clocks, I started doing it because the clock is usually just a single cup. And I would practice on the cups, on the clocks. And yeah, there's still some debate whether or not the colors get too mixed up, not muddy per se, but mixed up enough that they're maybe not as vibrant. I haven't found that to be the case. I should do like a side-by-side comparison and see if that holds true. So I only want a little bit of this color, I think. It's like too green. Just a little less of this. Oh, and then, I have a pretty thick skin, so I never really care if people dislike my videos or not. I kind of wish, like, if you did dislike one, you'd say why, because, like, maybe I'll change something or do something different, and no one ever does that, because, I guess you don't want to be called out. But I'm like, oh, man, tell me why you don't like it. Anyway, there was one guy who watched a video, and he said, I don't remember exactly, but it was something like, nice result, but talk. And I wrote back and I said, yep, I'm kind of chatty, so, hit the button, fast forward, tap. And he wrote back and said, I was waiting for something important to be said. And that just cracked me up. Like, I was in gales of laughter over that, because I don't know, I'm just some chick on the YouTube painting, I'm not going to say anything profound. I don't know. It just struck me funny. Today's thesis is on etc. And I also think, this is just a gut feeling, I have no scientific proof whatsoever, that there are two people that follow me or subscribe to my channel only so they can hit dislike. Which also cracks me up, because invariably, you're always going to have people that don't like whatever it is that you're doing, and that's fine. But I've noticed lately that as soon as I post something, like usually within an hour or two, I'll immediately have 2 dislikes right away. And I'm like, I just find that like really, really funny, because it's very consistent. It's not random. So if you're out there and you're listening, probably not. You probably won't hear this because you probably just hit dislike and move on for whatever reason. Tell me why. It's all very, very amusing to me. All right, how are we looking? We're loving the color combinations. We're gonna have a little bit of paint left over, that's okay. I'm gonna throw a little black on top of this. And then a little bit of silver. I took my daughter to an ice skating lesson earlier today, and she hadn't been on skates since May, and it's November. And I was like, oh, I hope she's okay. It was like, you know, like she never stopped skating. It was amazing. She's out there doing her spins and her jumps, and sometimes I can't watch because, man, if you've ever ice skated, you know, you fall and they get right back up, but gosh, it hurts. The ice is hard, and I mean, it hurts when you fall. So real quick, if you're new to the flip and drag, check out Sylvie 4000 on Instagram. She has a lot of like short clips where you see her doing it a lot, particularly her older videos. Julie Cuts does it that way, and me. And other than that, I don't know if anyone else, or at least there's probably tons of us, I just don't see their videos. So what I do is, let me throw in some gloves. How I started off, and I think if you go back and watch my very first video, where I forget to talk for like the first 5 minutes, I've gotten over that one, haven't I? I demonstrate how you can flip and drag by putting down a cup, and then I'm going to leave it there, lifting up your canvas when you pull, so you get an angle on it, and then you can drag, and it'll help the paint get to the other side of the canvas if you're having trouble with the dragging part. And I don't necessarily drag the cup. I need an empty cup. Let me use this. I don't necessarily drag the cup along the canvas like this. I kind of, maybe a little bit, but it's more like kind of like a pour. I don't necessarily, do that as much. Sometimes it does. That's like a side effect more than me deliberately scraping across the canvas. So, 2. And as usual, I'm going to keep that 5th cup. I'll have it if I need it. Stay there. Let me move my paints out of the way. Oh. I'm kind of excited. I have a girlfriend who told me she got a new job, and she works like across the street from the Blix in DC. And she's like, hey, give me a list of paint and I'll pick them up for you. I'm like, oh, awesome. So I can get my unusual colors again. It's the only one in this area. So I like what I see out of the cup so far. The color combination, we'll see. I'm hoping the black and the silver adds the moodiness I'm looking for. But if it comes out lighter, that'll be okay, because I think it'll make a pretty painting. I just want, what do I want? I want drama with the silver, with like black and dark blue background, and then the turquoise cells. Like I have it, I can see it clearly in my head. But you know how that goes with this art form. You're not going to get what you envision. But you keep trying. All right. Number 1. Let that go. Yes, you don't want that color. Two. See that? Three. 4. Guess what? Number 5 is going on there. Can you guys see that? Yeah, barely, right? Wait, hold on. I'm afraid to touch anything. Oh God, see, I should never futz with it. I should know better by now. And since it's on those dowels, I can't move the canvas as easy. How's that? That looks pretty good. All right. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. In fact, I want to save that. That's what I'm looking for. Like, that's too light for me. Right there, in fact. Let's do that. Just run them over, get them to touch. Makes it that much easier to tilt. Or kind of want another one. Like, I love this too. All right, I'm gonna go for it. Let's find one that doesn't look like it has a lot of white. Let me see this guy. Yep, I'll take it. Paint in my cup if I need it. Are they gonna meet up anymore, or are they done? I like to get these guys to meet up, right? All right. Not a lot of cell action. Let's see. Pop some bubbles. There's a big one right there. Got it. All right. Just sprinkle the silver right there. Let's try in here. And in this white part. Selective torching. Button is black. All right, let's see what this does. Let's move this out of the way. I think I'm gonna wiggle toward me. I have more of the canvas showing than at your end. I'm gonna lose some pretty cells. Oh, it's always a shame. All right, I'm gonna go up your way. It's got the drama I want, but I wanted more silver. I'm so picky. Just going tilting back and forth toward you guys. I'm glad I added that 5th cup. I think it's because another thing is, you know, I fill my cups up 3/4 of the way full, but then I always leave 1/4 to 1/3 of the paint in the cup. So it's not like I'm using, these are 9-ounce cups. So I probably use maybe 6, sometimes 7 ounces of it. I don't like that one spot. Okay, off you go. You know, I don't use all of it. All right, let's stop and take a look. Stop and stare a second. My favorite spoon's never around when I need it. You know what I do like? I don't know, can you see them? They're smaller, but there's the light background with the black cells. That looks really awesome. Definitely need something in here. I do love, I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I want to torch it. There's this black spot, like kind of right in the middle of the painting. It's very spacey looking, like, you know, Deep Space Nine or whatever. Where's my torch? And I still have my corners, that one corner right there. Let me leave that alone for a second and try maybe right in here. Do you see that? Big giant caterpillar. Kind of go in circles, see if I can not get one in here. We'll see if those grow any. I think I leave that part alone, that black in the middle. I love this stripy section. I don't like whatever that is right there. I'm gonna stick my finger in it. And this is fabulous. Not gonna touch it. These guys are gonna be little, so let me add a couple little guys. Maybe, maybe not. Right in there. And I'm gonna be really greedy and see if I can get some more black cells. They're kinda baby blue. They're baby, not baby blue, they're babies in their blue. And some right in there. Yeah, I'm leaving that black part alone. That's cool. So the colors are right for what I, you know, the little vision in my pea brain. It just, more silver. More silver for the drama. And maybe a little more black, but the colors are good. I'm glad I didn't use a lot of the green, and I'm glad I used the Indian Throne blue. Those worked out fairly well. And let me grab some out of my cup, kind of for this corner here. With that black. Yeah. it's weird on a thinner canvas for me too. I'm so used to my 2-inch gallery wrapped. This is like a little thin guy. Another corner up here. Oh, I don't like that color. That's goner. It's muddy. Let's try this cup. There we go. Gotta match it up. There. How's your side look? That sounds pretty good, one spot. Oop. Things are in the way. Make that a touch darker right there in that corner. All right, anything else I want to do to it? Maybe a little torch in the corners where I just poured paint. Otherwise, I'm not touching this bad boy. Little finger dab right there. Just checking it out. So fun to be painting again. Yeah, loving the black in the middle with the specks of white. That's cool. There's like a faraway comment over here. Maybe I need to do a galaxy pour. I haven't done one of those in over a year. I did one in, I was really excited because it sold like right away. And it's in this lady's, I think she put it in her bedroom. So where's my torch? Whoa, lots of white. Right there. That one's held up by itself, so did that one. Ta-da! I'm done. I'm done. I'm leaving it. That one seemed kind of easy. Like I felt like I should do more, but it kind of just came out of the cup. Pretty great. Even my gloves are still relatively clean. Let me take them off and get you guys down for a close-up. Turn off a light. Do one more after this. You guys see, it'll be feast or famine. You're gonna get a twofer. Where am I? Come on down. As usual, thanks for your support. Move my hand. Thanks for watching. Let me show you up close. I'll put a little video in front of this before I post it too. So there's that black smack dab in the middle, which I'm kind of in love with. And then some good little cells down here. They look pretty great. Where's my one favorite blue one? I had a couple favorite blue cells in here too. There. Cruise on up to the other end. There's my little black dots. Where are they? You see them? Am I in the right spot? They're pretty great. I love those. And then these guys up here. Whoa, off the canvas. Come over here. And yeah, there she be. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.